more faster when you're in the position of MCA.
Asante. Bwana Karuku, you have the floor.
Yeah, nataka kujibu kuongeza kidogo kwa yale mambo ambayo nilikuwa nimesema kuhusu mambo ya kilimo. That is my first agenda.
Wewe ni mkulima?
Mimi nilikuwa mkulima, lakini saa hii bado niko chini kidogo. Sasa kwa saa hii silimi. Lakini what I was trying to think myself, maybe I can say at Kirinyaga, we hear people from Kirinyaga coming to the table of our parliament saying about their lives. Now, I was thinking myself, what are we going to put on the table for our government as people of Mutuini? I saw in Mutuini, we are not digging, we are not planting any future feed or mahindi or bananas or whatever. But what are we doing in Mutuini to get our daily bread? It's just to build our houses and let and people from many places come and take our houses. Then at the end of the month, they give us a small thing. So nilikuwa nasema nikichaguliwa kama MCA hapa kwetu hatulimi, tunafanya kazi ya biashara ya manyumba. Kwa hivyo nitafika pale kwa serikali when I come MCA for Mutuini, niweke hiyo maneno kwa meza ya serikali. Niseme ya kwamba my area hatuna kitu ya kulima ama hatuna mashamba. Mashamba yenye tuko naye Mutuini is very small. So tunaweza saidiwa na serikali ama wakuje na jambo ambayo inaweza kutusaidia tuweze kujenga more building ama building nzuri za mawe isipokuwa zile tunajenga saa hizi za mabati ili tuweze kunufaika kimaisha.
Sikuelewi.
We actually don't need any help from the government when it comes to that, because in the county government you have a department of agriculture and there is an allocation yenye ina
Yes. Shikilia microphone. Sikuski. Shikilia microphone.
I'm glad he said I'm coming now.
But Bwana Gitai has something to say. Just hold your thought.
Okay.
Let's hear him.
That's why I said we need to do smart farming. Yes, that's what I'm getting there. Oh, you're supporting me, okay. No, not you're not supporting me. We're supporting each other because you're working for a better Mutuini.
Okay. Okay. Carry on.
Now we come to agriculture. We have many agendas, areas we can get into agriculture. We can think, as you can see, the cost of bread, unga, is 220 shillings. The Minister of Agriculture yesterday, Munya, gave us a 2 shilling levy on unga. Unga shilingi mbili. Atasema sometime to come, atatupunguza some more. Now we have to understand that we have been too used to tumezoea our staple food. We need to be more innovative, ideas of what else can we do so that anytime we have such hardships, kama unga imekuja 220, what else can we eat?
So what is your point?
When we need to come with better ways of feeding us, because of this food security for our people in Mutuini. We need to have the use of the arable land we have with innovative ways of producing food.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Bwana Karuku, you are saying is the incoming MCA.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Please hold your microphone close.
Everybody,
Yes.
one of us, 2022, August 9, before the Lord, there is someone who has already been anointed, and it's only me. I know myself is me. But what I was saying,
Sawa.
no,
No, let's just stop it at that. Let's hear Bwana Ngene. I'll come back to you, Bwana Karuku. Yeah.
Yes. Just to make sure we counter, or rather counterattack, that space of short rains, long rains. And I understand we haven't spoke in the space of water and how we are going to tackle that.
We are coming to the water agenda next. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, like when you deal with smart farming, it only actually tells you you are going to require minimal space of land and have great productivity. So that also tells you you're not going really to be needing the natural rain patterns that we used to, right? So yes, we are not going to rely on that. So at the end of the day, it's important to note that if we get into that space where we can lobby in and out of government, we can use the money set aside for the Ministry of Agriculture in our great city of Nairobi County, then I, as the MCA Mutuini, I tell you for a fact, and I tell you for free, I'm going to work extra hard. I'm going to knock those doors and make sure that we have the best productivity when it comes to agriculture in Mutuini, and make sure that we are also utilizing our land 100%.
All right, thank you. The people of Mutuini also want water. The area has been... Thank you. The area has been suffering from irregular supply of water.
Yeah.
And this is an area that affects schools, it affects hospitals, it affects homes, it affects a number of areas in the society.
Yes.
So I'd like to hear from the candidates. What is your plan in terms of boosting water supply, at the same time tapping into new avenues that you can get water? Let me start off with Bwana Karuku.
Okay.
Thank you very much for that question. Kwanza niseme ya kwamba wenye siasa ambaye tuko nao hao MCA sisi, they are coming with heavy lorries for water, and I'm saying very truly that is not...
Umetaja mmoja wao.
Naweza mtaja. Like kuna mtu mmoja
mtaje.
Brother Martin anaambiwa ni wa watoto. I want to say hiyo haitusaidii kama wakaaji wa Mutuini. Ukija na maji pale kwa lori is not the better solution for the people for Mutuini. We need to get a good solution for this problem which is facing our area in Mutuini about the water. Now, and I want to make, to qualify or to make some point there.
Yes.
The candidate, Martin, is called Martin wa watoto. I want to say myself is jenga wa watu wazima. Watoto cannot vote, but watu wazima can vote. So me, I'm jenga for people, grown-up people. But I respect, I also respect the children. I want to come to the point.
Let's not discuss a candidate who is not here.
Okay.
Because they won't be able to reply.
Okay, thank you very much.
But let's go to your plan.
Okay. The plan which I was thinking about is to drill many wells of water for Mutuini. Because if you say we have drilled about now, we have a well in Mutuini Primary, Mutuini Kirigo Primary, and also Kiteva, and also Mutuini High School. There are 4 wells of water. But those wells...
Maybe just a point of interjection. Where again?
Please, yes.
Can I go on?
No.
Can I just...
Seems to be disagreeing with your point.
Okay. Bohol, yeah. That is the point I
Okay.
Yes, and you said they've been drilled where?
4 of them.
Where?
Mutuini Primary, Kirigo Primary.
Where?
No.
Mutuini High School.
Kirigo, there is no borehole.
There's no borehole.
In Kirigo.
So there's a problem somewhere, because...
Please, Bwana Karuku, do not mislead.
There was a man...
Yes.
who was my friend.
Are these plans you will do, or are they already in office?
Just now I have not been doing that, but I'm measuring the place where I know there are wells,
Sawa sawa.
borehole.
Oh, yeah.
Those are already there, but the water is very low. Even if you have those borehole, we are not maintaining need of people of Mutuini.
You have a minute.
Okay. What am I going to do so that every person in Mutuini can get fresh water to drink or to cook? I'm going to be. I'm incoming MCA 2022. The first thing, when I knock the door of our vice president, who will be coming. I don't know who, but if I knock that door, the first problem to take to that office is about our need of Mutuini about the water. So I need every houses, about 10 houses,
Yes.
we drill a borehole so that we can be able to get enough water for those people.
Are you suggesting that you will be doing boreholes in every household?
About 10 houses, I drill some hole, a borehole, so that we can maintain those houses for enough water.
Okay.
It's not hard.
Okay.
I know the place I can go.
No.
So that I can
it has
get-
an impact.
Sorry?
It has an impact on the environment.
But we must do so that we can be able to succeed our people with water.
Okay.
We have about 7 kilometers where the borehole is drilled. And that 7 kilometers cannot give us water, enough water.
Okay.
So I must do something so that everybody can have
Access to safe water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing
All right.
which I can say.
Your time is up.
Okay.
Your time is up. Let's hear the other candidates.
Yes.
Let's hear your plan.
I think it's important to note that it's not that there is no water. The problem is simply cartels.
Yes.
Okay? Unafunga maji pale, ndo maji yuzwe hapa. If we just understand that, then we're okay. The thing is, we have local and very cheap politics around water, but it's a huge business also. Okay? So, my plan is, let's just flip the coin. Geuza kurasa, as I love saying. Nitahakikisha kwamba, tukifika Saigon is at the far end of Mutuini. There is a real issue when it comes to water. The borehole that we are mentioning, which is in Mutuini Primary, ilikuwa imeconnectiwa na pipe za public. Na maji ilikuwa inafika. Then how again ilikuja kupungua, we go back to the same issue of cartels and cheap politics. The same thing happened at Gitiba Primary. Kuna borehole ya NMS, pipe ilikuwa imeconnectiwa, but the same happened. The first 2 days after kufunguliwa ilikuwa inafika. Baadaye hakuna maji. So my solution is very simple. We have community boreholes done by non-governmental organizations. Ndio hizi mabwawa ama boreholes yawe yakilindwa na yawe it's an income generating project for our own groups within the communities that we are in. How and what do I mean? We have women groups, going back to women groups. We have youth groups. Kwa hivyo kama ya Saigon imechukuliwa na ex-women groups, self-help group, itairan for 6 months. Mtungi sahi ni 20 bob. So we can just be fair enough and decide that 20 bob itakupa mitungi 4 wewe ukiwa mkaaji wa Mutuini. Correct? So this 5 bob yenye unanunua pa mtungi, we have a retainer yenye inaenda kwa servicing the borehole, steamer and all these running cost. Then we have another 2.5 shillings yenye inaenda kwa ile chama. So you are empowering these people as they make sure that the water is safe, clean and secure.
Okay.
After 6 months, we move on to a different group, maybe a youth group. Na hivyo ndo tutatatua hii shida. Because once we supply water, and I tell you this for a fact, I'll run on the main roads, I'll just run main pipes, okay? Then it's your responsibility kama mkaaji wa Mutuini kutoa maji pale kwa main road na kuyaingiza hapa kwako. I'm talking about the program that I'll be running. I'm not talking about the one for Nairobi. Yes, not that. I'm saying I'll run from the borehole now, from the borehole point of view. I'll run main pipes kwa barabara main, then mtu anajichukulia maji kutoka pale, anajiingizia. Ndio wakifungua ya Kanjo, utakunywa tu. Isipokuja, hauna pressure. Wewe unakunywa, yangene. It's just very simple. And again, as I said, we are going to drill them through. It's not money from the government. Through the non-governmental organizations. We have a lot of organizations who are dealing with sanitation and those kind of problems. Thank you.
Thank you, Bwana Ngene. Let's hear Gitahi. What is your plan for maji?
You know, water and sanitation. Some few months ago, many residents of Mutuini were suffering from H. pylori disease. You could go to various hospitals and hear, hey, kuna shida H. pylori. Ilitoka wapi? There was some issue with our water. There was nobody to ask what's the question, what's the problem? How can we be distributed with such amount of water? So we can be killed even, we can be poisoned with our water. So there is an issue on water. In this way, the population of our area is quite big. This is leading to the demand and supply of water to be unable to be inefficient. That's why you see the NMS, it dug some boreholes, trying to cover this 80% coverage of water that Nairobi Sewerage is trying to bring about. Now, even these boreholes, as Mr. Ngeno was saying, there's a lot of corruption and cartels. Now, the Wandoi is not here to dig more holes and mitaro ingine. If there is water to get to your home, it should get to your home. Usawa kwa water. I'm saying there should be equal distribution of water. Kama there's some cheap politics, I go to that person who is saying ati maji ifai kuchotwa mchana. Kwa nini ifai kuchotwa hiyo saa? So
are you saying you will take on the cartels? I'm
taking on the cartels who are making our people, our mama mbogas, don't have sufficient water. I'm not afraid of any persons.
We need very practical solutions.
Yes. That's
and why I talk of very practical solutions, Mutuini has voted for the last how many years? Ever since elections began. And we've had the same problem with the cartels that he's saying he will fight. Correct? So let's have very practical solutions.
Yes. There's a practical solution is, first of all, I'm talking about using the resources that we have. We have boreholes in each and every primary school. How is that water?
Not really.
Now, there's a borehole in Mutuini.
Yes.
High primary.
Yes.
There's a borehole in Getiba primary.
Yes.
Now you want to tell me the amount of money that was used, the taxpayers' money that was used, it should go to waste because you're telling me there's no water in that borehole. We cannot do such politics. Okay. We have to take care of our resources. Kuna pesa fulani zilitumika mahali fulani. We should be accountable for that. Tujue there is some unequal distribution of water. Where is the problem? Are there people who are disconnecting the waters at night? What can we do about it? That's why I'm saying we are going to have those boreholes to be given, to have proper distribution. The only idea is proper distribution of water in our area. Because there is water. Msikaseme ati hakuna maji. You need proper distribution. Na hii proper distribution itafanyika aje? These pipes that are being there, there is Nairobi water that is full owned by the county government to provide water for the citizens. They should first of all have a leader who is accountable to make sure that this water is safe for human consumption. Si ati nakunywa maji na naambia unapata H. pylori, na ni maji ya nyumbani, na ni maji ya Kanjo. So I'm going to make sure there is some eye on the things that are going on in our area.
So are you suggesting that you'll be working very closely
with the already present persons to work with? There are NGOs, but there is the county government who are being employed to work with people in the Nairobi sector, water sector, so that we can make sure there is water distribution to our people. Usawa kwa wote. Nasema usawa kwa wote kwa maji. Such areas.
So you'll work with the CEC as well?
Yes.
Okay, before we actually walk away from that water space, it's also important to note that we are doing what we are calling water clinics through the Nairobi Water Company at a place called Manyata. And why we are doing them there, it's because water in that area is not much of an issue. The issue is, then if you don't have a title deed, then you can't get a meter, okay? So that means there is water, but again, you can't access the same water. So we are doing water clinics through the Nairobi Water and Sewerage Company to make sure that also in that space, we are sorting that issue.
All right.
As he has
thank you.
mentioned some piece on land, on title deeds.
Yes.
I, as Degwan Doi, will make sure that those people who need to get their title, freehold title deeds, they get them. Those people, that grabbed land, that public land that is grabbed, that it's for the public, we get it. And we use it because it is our resources. We use our resources to make it tuko nacho, so that we can get what we don't have.
All right.
And there, yeah.
Thank you.
Ongezea hapo kidogo.
Just a minute, Bwana Karuku. I'd like you to respond, but as you plan to respond, there are several questions coming in from various people watching on the Facebook and YouTube. There's a question here from Robert Ndegwa. He's saying to our candidates in the area of collaboration, how do they see the faith-based organizations, non-governmental organizations, and the Mutuini MCA office working together to help fight poverty? What will be the role of the MCAs in this? Congratulations to those who showed up. Let's appreciate those who showed up. Then another question here is on what is your plan for the brain drain in Mutuini? We are producing and have produced very good professionals, but they end up leaving. How do the aspirants plan to engage them in development? Let me start with you, Bwana Karuku. What you wanted to respond to quickly, then you also give your quick reactions to these questions.
We are talking about the problem in our area about the water. First of all, I want to say, in my place, that is the major problem in my area. And I know very well, most of the candidates are working that much to get their vote in that area. But my eyes are very sharp. I already see them, the way where they are passing. And they are coming, they are getting that solution because of the water. When we talk about Kerigo, there's no problem about the water. Maybe our viewers can say about that. There is no problem about the water. But my place, my place where I come from,
I live in Kerigo,
a jerrycan,
and we have a water issue.
Just a minute, Mr. Gene. A jerrycan, I only give 20 people per day. I have a well. I have drilled a well. I'm getting water myself. I
hope you are not one of the cartels.
No, I'm not one of the cartel. My eyes see very far. So I was just thinking about how am I going to survive without water. So when I was employed somewhere, I used to drill a well so that my family can be kept. That problem of water can be outside of our need day by day. So that is only a small area which is facing a problem of water. The place where these candidates are living, you drill 20 down, 20 feet, you get the water. But in our place, you drill 120 before you get the water. And it's very costly. So the problem of water is only at Mutuini. But in Kerigo, even when they are campaigning, they brought the lorries of water in our area. You cannot get those lorries in those places in Kerigo. But in my area, everybody come with a lorry saying, I need your vote. I have come with the solution of the water. But I'm here. I'm there. I'm looking for you. You are not going to cheat my people when I'm here.
Sawa sawa. Asante.
Yes, that is everybody apart from me. Yes. Okay. Coming to your first question, how the Office of the MCA will work closely with faith-based organizations, NGOs, and what was the other one? There were three elements.
And the role of the MC in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start by citing an example. I always do something we call the candidates prayer day. Okay? And we all work together. Okay? As a private citizen, I always invite the office of the current MCA. I invite all churches, and I make sure that the program is run by the Mutuini pastors clergy. So it's an interdenominational space. So my job as a private citizen is just to provide the space where we can have spiritual nourishment for the kids and prayers for the candidates in one space. I also go further. We have 13 companies in Mutuini. So I always go further and reach out to these companies and see how they'll come on board so that we all partner as one big happy community. So that anything that comes out of these events will be supporting these kids. For example, when I did the first one, we had Zamara through Fahari Retirement Plan. So they were sponsoring the top 4 students in the public schools, Gitiba, Kirigo, Dr. Mutiara, and Mutuini. Why are we doing this? Because I have a vision that we are going to work together from the private sector, the church, the NGOs, and my office in the next government to make sure that even if we have you guys as KTN or any other sponsors in the house, we can make sure that when you're in that space in time, I can ask you directly as the CEO of the company, can't you just sponsor 4 kids for 4 years from Mutuini? Just the top 4 kids. So by so doing, we are going to have more opportunities for our pupils or candidates rather. So mine is networking, and more lobbying so that we just reach out to the private entities, NGOs, faith-based organizations, and we as the administration. The next question was on...
brain drain.
Nice. Now, that has been a huge issue. Unapata kijana amesoma kidogo kidogo Dubai. Amesoma kidogo kidogo Qatar. Ivo. But now, we need a space in time where we create, or rather integrate, their energies, their education, their expertise in the things that we are doing in Mutuini. For example, we have, and allow me to say this, we have Greenwood. They do apartments and other things. They are using our engineers from Mutuini. They are also from Mutuini. They are using our skilled labor from Mutuini. So I'm going directly to sit down with the potential investors and make sure that our brains of Mutuini are not going elsewhere, apart from first and foremost coming back home, and so that we can even grow further our space in Mutuini.
All right.
Yes.
Let's hear from Gitahi.
Our area has many companies. Our area is an industrialized area. We can have, as he's talking from his area, Upper Mutuini, we can have so many companies in that area. Now, those companies that are already present, I am going to make sure they are going to pay CSR to the community. The companies that are working in our area should pay some amount of money to give back to the community. So I'll be there knocking on the doors to make sure they employ people from our society. If there are people who have degrees, everybody will be incorporated into these companies. They should be having a list of our people. Even these people who are employed will be from our database. We know you have this company in this area, you do this. I'm going to bring to you this, I'm going to give you a list of our people. They work there. You can remember there was a time the NMS was employing very many people, more than 400 people. I was just looking around my area. You know, I'm talking of things I've done and applied for. Jobs I've lacked for somebody to ask for, and pigiye tu mlango aseme, I am the MC of Mutuini. I have these people, this number of young people. They need, you have some job opportunities. I want you to employ 20 from my area. I'm going to make sure as a member of County Assembly of Mutuini Ward that there are people working in the county, National County City Hall. I'm going to make sure any opportunity that arises, there's going to be people from our ward. Any person working in the hospital, sub-district hospital, the level 4 hospital, they will be representatives of our people there. Any type of home-based care, I'm going to work with each and every person, because what I always say is, we need to work together. I know your potentials, you know my potentials, you bring yours on the table, we discuss on how we are going to empower each and every part of our area. We go to religion. We have many churches in our area. How are we going to help each other? We organize harambes, as you all know. How are we going to do that when I know I am not, there's somebody, hana pesa ya kwenda shule. I'm going to work with people like Bridge the Gap, where they organize people to join high school. I'm going to make sure those that have joined high school, others have the fees to continue in that high school, they've been allowed to enter. That is my idea, working together, usawa kwa wote.
Thank you very much. We now are getting to the tail end of this debate, and we are far past the time we had set, but in the next close to 5 to 7 minutes, we want to wrap it up. I'd like to just mention some quick comments from different people watching. There's someone here by the name Steve is saying, I have never witnessed such a well-organized forum. Kudos to the organizers. There is another one here from Boro saying, Jimmy Kamau, how do the aspirants plan to involve Mutuini residents in decision making? I think all this can now be summarized in your closing comments. There's one here from Moses Kamau saying, ask these MCAs how much funds are allocated for each ward. For all these projects needs funds, not just mere words. So I want us to wrap it up with your parting shot and your message to the people of Mutuini. Let me start with Bwana Karoko, as you give us the way forward and why they should elect you as the next MCA.
Thank you very much. The debate was very, very nice. I enjoy myself. Even if you plant another time, just call me. I will attend the debate.
Asante.
Karibuni sana hata hapa kwetu Mutuini. Nasema kidogo tu niseme kwa nini waweze kunichagua, ama sio swali yenye umeniuliza?
Yes.
Kwa nini wana Mutuini waweze kunichagua? Nasema hivi. Nilikaa chini mwenyewe. I just stay aside myself. I come with a good solution for Mutuini. That's why I'm incoming MCA August 9. Maana, juu ya nini wanichague? Nataka kusema watu wa Mutuini. Shinda ambaye tumekuwa nazo katika wakaaji wa Mutuini. Kama ni maombolezi, kama ni harambe, kama ni shida tofauti wa tofauti, shida kama ni gani, we normally stay down together and come with the solution. Kwa hivyo nataka kusema watu wa Mutuini, kama mnataka tukae chini, tuendelee kutatua shida zetu za Mutuini, nikiwa kiongozi wenyu, MCA, sitaki hii kiti kubwa, nataka hii kwanza kidogo hii ya MCA, hiyo nitaweza kung'ang'ana naye. Kwa hivyo nataka kuambia kwanza, ukinipatia kura yako we mkaaji wa Mutuini, jua ni pesa umeweka kwa mfuko. Ni kama utajiri imegonga kwako kwa mlango. Kusema ya kweli, nitahakikisha ya kwamba mambo yote ambayo nimeongea hapa katika hii conference ambayo tumekuwa naye siku hii ya leo, nitahakikisha ya kwamba nitazingatia hiyo maneno na mengineo ambayo hatukuweza kuongea kwa maana muda ni mchache. Nitazingatia yote, nihakikishe kila mkaaji wa Mutuini. Kama ni hiyo shida ya maji utapata. Mitungi nilisema sasa ibomolewe, iwe kama ya kusprinkle zile mahindi ambaye ama mboga kidogo zile tutakuwa tumepanda kwa mashamba yetu. Nimesema hakuna mkaaji wa Mutuini atabeba mtungi ya maji. Wakati tunaenda kwa bathroom zetu huko nyumbani huko Mutuini, just a minute, huko Mutuini, huwa tunabeba karai, tunabeba towel, tunabeba blanketi, tunabeba sufuria, tunabeba thermos. Hii thermos ni ya maji, hii maji iko kwa karai, ikipoa tunachukua hii thermos tunaweka. Kwa hivyo ni kusema wakati tunaenda bafu ni kama tunahama. Nataka kuambia hiyo kuulizwa kama umehama, hiyo ifike mwisho. Maana nitahakikisha ya kwamba even our bathroom there is a water coming. Inakuja pale juu.
Kwa shower.
We are going to put every bathroom a shower. Kazi yetu kubwa ni kwenda na katawel kwa bafu na kusimama tuoshwe na hii maji. Tukimaliza kuosha tufunge. Lakini mambo ya kubeba karai kama na blanketi, hiyo nataka kuambia watu wa Mutuini kwa heri, imepitwa na wakati. Mimi kama candidate wenyu nitahakikisha hakuna mkaaji wa kijiji hichi chetu ambaye atakuwa analala njaa. Njaa ni kitu mbaya sana. Mimi nimelala njaa siku mbili, karibu nikufe bila mama yangu kujua. Kwa hivyo najua umuhimu wa chakula. Kwa hivyo nitahakikisha ya kwamba kila mkaaji wa Mutuini ako na chakula ya kutosha na hata ya kupatia jirani yake. Kwa hivyo nimeshukuru sana watu wa Mutuini, nishikilieni niwe MCA wenyu. Mnajua ya kwamba kuna MCA tumetoa huko Mutuini ward. Kwa hivyo wakati ni huu munitoe kama mzaliwa wa Mutuini na kama mtoto wenyu. Asante sana mbarikiwe.
Nashukuru.
Thank you very much.
Asante. Let's appreciate Bwana Moses Njenga Karuko going with the PDU party.
Amen.
Let's listen to Gitahi.
Dennis Gitahi wa Irimo.
Yes.
Usawa kwa wote. Ndegwa Ndui. The main reason niko hapo ni kuleta uongozi wa kisasa. Damu changa Mutuini. It is time for us to hold the bull by its horns. Hiyo Ndegwa tuishike na horns zake. Tuseme tuko hapa. What can we do about it? Mimi, I'm going to prepare a table. We are going to be organizing barazas for talks. How we are going to handle this? Hapa I'm going to have a regular meetings. We will be meeting in our social hall that we are going to have, because it's the work of the county government to have entertainment spots for our people. I'm going to make sure there, if you go around Kerigo, you'll see children playing in the roads. I'm going to make sure we have better playing facilities for our children. We are going to use the available resources, even for our footballers. I'm going to have a jersey, where we are going to have jerseys for our footballers, for our sports persons. We are going to buy those jerseys from them. We have some jerseys, we buy from them. They have money to facilitate their training, to facilitate their coaches. We need to do our things professionally. In the idea of that, we are going to have charges for entering our stadiums. Ukikuja kuona mpira Mutuini unalipa kivao. When you pay 20 shillings, the team is making money. We need to have income generating activities, and I'm going to spearhead such activities for our people. We are here to represent usawa kwa wote, in maji distribution for our people. Kwenye wote kuna maji, kutakuwa na maji. Hakuna mtoto wa tumbo na wa mgongo, utile mwana wada na wa mgogo. We are going to have cabro bitumen roads in our ward. We are in Nairobi County. Each and every access road which should be having cabro bitumen standard roads. Hata huko Saigon nitaekesha huko kwenye hakuna. Kila mimi nasema ni usawa kwa wote. Kukiwekwa kabro Kerigo, kunawekwa kabro Jiko, kunawekwa kabro huko Manyata, ninaekesha kila mahali. My idea is total usawa development. It's a national philosophy, and I'm saying it's a long journey, and I believe any long journey starts with one step. And if we start that journey together, tukiwa pamoja, that's why we are going to talk together. Tutasaidiana hapa. Wewe ni wa Mutuini. This is our home. This is our habitat. We are going to have a Mutuini that we are proud to be in. A Kerigo, a Mutuini, people will be coming to benchmark. We shall be having, as I was saying, a calendar of events to organize as going to, when the children are going to close schools, we go to have cultural dances. I'm going to be attending those cultural dances. I'm going to make sure there is chess. People learn chess and play chess. These are just games for elaborating and creating and having a better IQ. I'm here for a better tomorrow. I'm here for a Roshio Ruega. I'm here for a prosperous Mutuini. Hii shida iko Mutuini yote, unemployment. We are going to tackle it together. We talk together. We come together. We speak. We just need to use our resources, what we have. We have, you know, the Kikuyu say, a warrior, the eye can, the eye can demean a warrior. We are warriors ourselves. Let us accept our various status and work as warriors for a better tomorrow. Because usawa ni usawa. Usawa for Mutuini, usawa for Kenya, usawa nation. Usawa Ndegwa Ndui, usawa kwa wote, Dennis Getahi Wairimu, the Ndegwa Ndui who will be knocking on the doors for our people. Thank you. I'm number 8 in the ballot paper, so when you go to tick and confirm and choose and elect me, please vote for me. Dennis Getahi Wairimu, usawa kwa wote, Ndegwa Ndui, usawa Mutuini. Mutuini ni usawa. Pamoja tutaweza. Thank you.
Let's appreciate him, ladies and gentlemen. Last but not least, we have William Edith Ngene to give us his closing thoughts and his final message to the people of Mutuini.
Thank you. Maybe I will want first to take that question. There's a guy who asked, I'm talking about maybe very many projects and where is the money coming from? I take you back to where we began. I talked about networking, lobbying. We have about 18 to 25% of this money. It will be coming from the county government of Nairobi. But the rest of the money, I'll get it from NGOs, either locally or internationally. I hope that is well answered. Now, in my final remarks, there is something I wanted to put across. The CBC program is a good one. Okay, we are having junior highs being built all over the country, Mutuini included. But there is a space. There is a space in Jiko that I wouldn't want touched. Na hii niseme kwa Kiswahili. Njiko kuna watu walizaliwa hapo 50 years ago. Wamezaa watoto, pia wamelelea hapo. Watoto wao wamezaa, wale waliozaliwa 50 years ago wanaitwa guka, wanaitwa shosho hapo. I understand it's 5 acres, true, za public land. In our space tunaita parking. Lakini it's very unfair just to wake up siku moja na upate tractor imeinua mkono juu inataka kugonga nyumba yako. Niseme hivi watu wa Njiko, niko na nyinyi 150%. Nasema tutumie technology na uwezo na maarifa ambayo Mungu ametupea. Shule ambazo zitajengwa, zijengwe zikielekea juu, badala ya kujenga kwa upana. Because there is no cost going this way, but of course there will be a cost going this way, correct? Kwa hivyo, hiyo nasimamia 100%, na mimi nasema nikiwa MCA wa Mutuini, ile inakuja kwanza ni kuhakikisha ya kwamba unapigania Wanjiko wa Mutuini. As I conclude in my remarks, kwa majina naitwa William Edith Ngene, ama Gene wa Idethi, ama vile wananiitaga Kaidethi, na mimi nakuomba kura yako. Nakuomba kura yako ndo uniwezeshe kufika katika bunge la kaunti ya Nairobi, ndo nipate kugonga milango mingi sana, na niwe na uwezo wa kukusimamia 100%, wewe kama mkaaji na mpiga kura wa Mutuini. Ile ya muhimu sana ni kuwa tarehe 9 itakucha kama siku zingine zozote, giza itaingia. Saa 3:45 kwa mapenzi yake Mwenyezi Mungu, Kaidethi atangazwe akiwa MCA wa Mutuini Ward. Ya muhimu tena zaidi ni ati tarehe 10 tutakuwa Mutuini. Tarehe 11 tutakuwa Mutuini. And for the next 5 years and for the rest of our life. Sababu Mutuini yatuhami, tutakuwa Mutuini. What I can tell you, let us do peaceful campaigns, peaceful elections. Na pia baada ya siasa kuna Mutuini. Sindio? Now for the organizers of the debate and everyone else, I want to say thank you very much. Na niwaambie hivi, Ngene akiwa MCA wa Mutuini, the next debate, my friend, utakuja Mutuini. Because I tell you, we will be having this kind of a space to do our own programs there. Mbarikiwe sana. Kwa karatasi ya kura, niko number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uangalie hapo tu, William Edith Ngene. Nimewashukuru sana na mbarikiwe sana. Shukran zaidi.
Asante sana.
Just a minute niseme mahali niko kwa
Let's appreciate Bwana
kwa
Ngene.
hiyo paper. Just a minute niseme nani.
Your time is up.
Sorry, just a minute.
Aya, aya.
1 minute. Niseme kwa ballot paper, I'm the first one. Moses Jenga Karuko. Darama ni
Asante.
darama. Kipata darama, piga mstari pale. Umejiajiri kazi. Karibuni sana. Nimewapenda na mkituita tutakuja. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Asante sana. Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate this very great men who sacrificed their time, their weekend to be with us, to share with us their plan for Mutuini. We don't take it lightly. We want to appreciate the fact that you turned up and you are very lively. And you are sharing your vision of Mutuini. Let's appreciate them one more time. On my own behalf, I wish you all very well. I hope I'll be able to see the next MCA coming out from this group.
Thank you.
And
Nani mimi?
sawa. And I pray for peaceful campaigns. And of course, let us always reason together, because we only have one Kenya.
Yes.
And the moment we don't talk, we start fighting.
True.
So let us keep talking to one another. Let us keep exchanging ideas. Let us engage for the betterment of our society.
True.
It has been a pleasure and an honor to be a moderator for this session, and I look forward to coming again to Mutuini. Mtanikaribisha?
Sana tena sana.
Asante.
And maybe as a moderator,
Yes.
as part of networking, you'll give us an opportunity also. Tukusukumia vijana wawili ambao utakuwa una mentor na pia watapata nafasi za kazi.
Why not?
Thank you
Why
very
not?
much.
Asante. So ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap it up, I'd like to invite some of the men behind the scenes who have played a very important role in putting this together. And this is from the very team that is behind this. And this is the Bridge the Gap. And I'd like to call the entire board of Bridge the Gap to do the closing statement. Remember, we had invited all the candidates, but it is only you who came. And for the record, they'll put this into perspective. Let's appreciate them as they come.
Wakazi wa Mutuini, this is the board, Bridge the Gap. So dear Mutuini residents, you have heard from the leaders present today. Now we believe you are better informed. We take this opportunity to sincerely appreciate the ones who have come today. All leaders cleared to vie for the MCA seat, as earlier said in the beginning, were invited. The majority confirmed. Few showed up with a couple of last-minute cancellations, as you have also observed. Bridge the Gap remains committed to bettering Mutuini residents through information and practical solutions. This debate was conducted with a stand of neutrality and non-bias. From us, we believe in the philosophy that leaders show up. And so, in conclusion, thank you for your support, and we wish all the candidates, present and not present, all the best as we look forward to August 9th. Thank you very much.
All right. I think we can do better for the board. Let's appreciate them. And we can even do much better for the moderator. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we wrap it up. Wish you a peaceful night and vote wisely as you go to the ballots. On behalf of the entire team, we say a big thank you for your comments, your questions, and we look forward to hosting more similar debates across the county of Nairobi, even as we look towards empowering the voter at the end of the day. My name is Abi Agina. It's been a pleasure. Until next time, have a lovely night.